YouTube, it's me back again, M. Nicole. I don't even think I said my name on the first one. Anyway, I just wanted to like response to my video, a follow-up video on Tommy Sotomayor's haters. Um, I got a few comments on the video, and I appreciate everyone voicing their opinion. But I just want to tell people, and yes, this is my shower curtain and stuff like that, if you see the toothbrushes in the background. But I just want to say that we all have our own opinion. We can agree to disagree, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I believe people waste their energy, waste a lot of energy on trying to convince others on how they should think, and it's that makes the world boring. The world is boring when everyone thinks and feels the same way. Now, the comments were appreciated. I really appreciate them. I have an open mind, and I know everyone has an opinion, just like everyone has a rear end. And some of other people's opinions reflect how their rear end must look, which is probably utterly disgusting. But anyway, I'm not concerned with rear ends. However, no one can tell me how to think. You can throw suggestions out, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to wake up and say, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to change my opinion because so-and-so said that it was wrong for me to think that way. When we think like other people, we lose our identities. And I am definitely an individual, and I do not follow suit with anybody. And if I do, great leaders, you don't have to really, they really don't have to make mention that they're a leader. But followers are always looking for reasons to say something, and I just it's like, embrace the fact and accept the fact that Tommy Sotomayor has his own opinion, and he can do with it as he wants to. Just like I have my own opinion, you have your own opinion, and nobody can change your opinion if you don't want to allow it to be, if you don't allow it to be changed. I don't care what Tommy Sotomayor says very much. It really doesn't get to me because it doesn't offend me anymore. As I stated in the description of the last video, I was offended because I'm like, how can you talk about our sisters like that? That is uncalled for. But I was only looking on the surface of things. I didn't dig deep into the situation because, seriously, you talk about this one woman on my comments. I'm assuming she's a woman. I'm not sure. Not being funny at all either. But it's like, she tells me you are a black woman. I never realized that. I really didn't realize that. And she told me I was a dark-skinned black woman. Oh, okay. Wow, that's news to me. But I understand there's negative stigmas attached to dark-skinned women, light-skinned women, white women, Hispanic women, Asian women, whatever type of woman. And just like there's a stigma attached to men of all different races. But I don't fit the bill for those dark-skinned women, excuse me. I don't fit the bill. I'm not going to put myself in all of their categories. Just because I'm dark-skinned and I have weave in my hair, I will tell somebody this is a wig in a minute. And I have no problem with that. And whoever wants to make fun of it being a wig, to each his own. You can say whatever you want to. But if I let it affect me, then that's on me. Like I said, most of what people say to me, if it's not anything I support, if it's something I disagree with, I let it roll under the rug, sweep it under the rug, because don't nobody determine my life or how I'm going to live it out, or who I want to listen to on YouTube, listen and watch on YouTube, or anything. Like, this is not a communist organization. This is a democracy, and we all have the right to speak. It's important to be different, but how are you being different when you're another person talking about, oh, Tommy's doing this and he's saying this about our race and how dare him, and I can't stand when people that live in glass houses try to throw stones, because it's like, you once said the N-word, you once said, oh, a black person always doing this, you want black people killing each other and ghetto and all this. Don't act like you ain't never used those terms before. Don't act like you perfect. That's where people mess up. It's acting like, how dare Tommy say this, like you didn't just say it a week ago. In those circumstances, different. If you use the N-word, if you talk about black people point blank, period, oh, her hair is tacky, or oh, she acting a mess, you are not doing anything to help our race either. You know, if that is the way you see it. Nobody is without blame. Don't get mad at this man because he wants to get on camera and tell everybody how he feels. What's wrong with that? And when you have an opinion and you want to get it out wherever you can. And that YouTube is my way out, because a lot of the things I want to say to people I really can't, because I get paid to be, working where I work. So, I have to keep my opinions to myself. But I'm strong in my opinion. I'm confident in my opinion. I'm confident in who I am. I know who I am, and I make sense of my opinions. That's why I hold on to them. And, I'm an open-minded individual, but when you try to tell me how to think, that's when I got a problem with it. I'm just letting you know, whoever wants to comment on these videos about, I'm hating myself and I must hate my mom and stuff like that. Whatever. Say whatever you want that's going to make you feel better, because at the end of the day, you're not trying to do anything but start an argument with another black person, another black woman, and it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because how dare I support this black man for saying things about black women when I'm black? Because opinion has no color. Opinion has no identity. We all have one. Even the dumbest people have one. Hence, that's why I get I've been getting like irrational comments, because everyone has their own opinion. So this video is being made to let everyone know that opinions are like behinds, and everyone has one. And yes, I am a woman that loves God. For you to call me a Christian, the lady that commented, or man, I don't know, whatever. I'm assuming you're a woman because your profile picture kind of looks like one. But you say that, but at the end of the day, I'm still me. And I'm not going to change my opinion. You can call me a puppet of Tommy's or whatnot. I don't care, because educated women know how to separate ratchet from being a real lady. A real lady takes care of her business. A real lady holds fast in her opinion no matter what anybody else says. And that's what I'm going to do. So your talking and your opinion are welcome. It is a public website, but I'm letting you know that no matter what is said, I'm still going to have the same opinion. Black people in general need to do better. There's more stigmas attached to African American women and men than there are any other race. And if they are, they tend to keep it a little more private, where you have most African Americans, black people, whichever you want to refer to us as. I prefer black. But they have all of these opinions and stuff, and they just keep them in a circle where black people talk too much, black people gossip, baby daddy, baby mama drama. If you ever refer to your children's father as baby daddy, and you ghetto, that's just like a black person. It's like anything you can say, I can throw right back at you and kind of slap you with reality, but some people choose to turn their heads to reality. No, I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it. Okay, then don't. Protect yourself and get on the defensive end and talk about how dare Tommy say these things, when you know damn well, if you got any ounce of common sense, you know that what he is saying is true. The way he says it could probably use work. He's a little rude, but then again, that's the only way you can get the point across to people, because a lot of people remember the bad and nobody remembers the good. Hence why Tommy has so many views. Oh, my camera froze. But hence why Tommy has so many views, because people feed off negative energy and not positive energy. Just because I agree with the man, that doesn't make me his slave. That doesn't make me a follower. That doesn't make anything. It just Basically, common sense recognizes common sense. If you ain't got common sense, you respond in a manner of reminding me that I'm a black woman, African American woman, whatever. That I'm a black woman. I know that. You're not telling me anything new. What we need to work on is making ourselves better so that our positivity can rub off on other people and we can make them better and they can go make somebody else better. That's what our focus should be instead of telling somebody how to think. It does nothing but causes a fight. But to that woman, I'm not fighting with you. I have no problem with you. I just think it's very ignorant of you to try to change my viewpoint and my opinion and open my eyes up to something that I know already. I know this. But evidently encouraging our black people is not doing anything but making it worse. There's a video out there, a woman with 8 or 9, 10 kids talking about somebody got to pay my money. There are stories out there about women having their children taken because they choose their man, women going broke to get their hair done versus paying their bills, and they in a shelter, or just all sorts of things, and it just seems to be black people. Well, at least the media portrays it that way. That's the problem. Contact the media, like Tommy said. Oh my goodness. Contact the media. Is anybody doing anything to get some shows removed? How can you portray us in that light? Anybody like following Dr. Martin Luther King's message? I mean, come on, people. It's Black History Month. Why are we going at each other's neck? And I bet you if I said I was a Republican, you have a problem with that too. Because all black people is supposed to be Democrat. Let you tell it. Let anybody tell it. If it's going against the grain, people don't like that. Like I said, I will not conform to the patterns of this world. I will be transformed by the renewing of my mind. And to remind you that no weapon formed against me will prosper. Any tongue which rises against me in judgment, I will condemn. And I condemn all that negativity and the messages that people have sent me or made comments on my video. I don't care. It does not do anything for me. It does not make my life any better. I seek to be better, therefore I improve myself, and I can check myself when I don't think I'm doing right, when I think I'm acting out of character, when I think I'm acting out of who I am. Check yourself. Mind your own business. If you don't like my comments, you just don't like them. Something is wrong with the world when they have decided to forget about agreeing to disagree and just changing everybody's opinion. How about you pay more attention to the way Barack Obama is running the country versus my videos with my itty bitty little self. I'm nobody compared to the president. You know, G-check him. G-check Beyonce and Jay-Z. G-check them because they not doing right. Satanistic assumptions, worshiping the devil. Do you watch the videos? Do you read? Do you research? Do you know anything? Who invented the stoplight, the traffic light? Do you know that, black person? Did you know it was a black man named Garrett Morgan? Did you research that? I mean, learn some black history instead of worrying about what's going on currently with the African American population, with the black population, whatever you want to call it. Because what's going on now and what happened then don't match up. Should we be more focused on trying to live out our ancestors' dreams that they had for us and just be a representation as to what Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all of these wonderful African American black people stood for? Can we just make that happen versus calling somebody out? If everybody is calling everybody out, who's actually solving the problem? Think about that. Peace.